Hi, this is Riddick Big Daddy Bo, two-time former world heavyweight champion, and you're watching Cool True Sports.
True School Sports.
True School Sports.
There you go, champ. Thank you.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, I wanted to just talk about and give a little shine to a fighter who on this channel I'm a very big fan of. I love watching him fight. I think he's one of the most exciting fighters in boxing to watch whenever he's in that ring. And that's WBO Bantamweight champion Riel Casimero. Now, he was the very first fight on this card with Jason Rosario and Jamal Charlo and Sergey Derevyanchenko. He was the very first fight on this card, and he took on 2016 Olympian from Ghana, Duke Micah, who had really not fought anybody of note in the professional ranks, but he was determined. He was undefeated. A lot of times we see with these African fighters, what's very common is that they'll fight a lot of fighters in their country. They might build up a record of 15-0, 20-0, 24-0, but then they come to the States and they really step it up and they either sink or swim. So it was that kind of a fight where you were gonna get a hungry fighter who was gonna give his best efforts against Riel Casimero. And what did Riel Casimero do? What did my main man, 50 grand Riel Casimero do? He took Duke Micah and he folded him up like a blue steel chair, like The Rock, like Chris Jericho. He slapped him upside the head like he was insulting his mama. It was a great performance from Riel Casimero. It was his first time on American television. He was hitting this boy with some serious punches. Serious grown man punches. And I had a chance to watch Riel Casimero train earlier this year when he was at Mundo Boxing Gym. And I gotta say, man, he's a 118 pounder, but he hits like he's a 140 pounder. The pop that he has is different. It's a different kind of pop. So I'm making this video to pretty much just say that Riel Casimero versus Naoya Inoue in 2021 is the fight that boxing needs. It's the fight that weight class needs. There's no other fights that I want to talk about. I know Inoue's got a tough fight against I think it's Jason Maloney or Andrew Maloney, one of the Maloney brothers. I can't remember which one. I get them mixed up, but he's fighting one of the Maloney brothers at the end of next month. He's got to get past that because that's not a gimme. But should he get past that, I'm demanding this fight. We have to get this fight next year because Riel Casimero versus Naoya Inoue was supposed to happen this year. COVID-19 had other plans. It's one of the most explosive matchups in boxing. We're talking about one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the whole world, and Naoya Monster Inoue versus one of the best pound-for-pound punchers in the world, in Riel Casimero. And listen, Casimero is a guy that I admire a lot because he's a guy that's taken multiple losses in his career. He's been champion, lost the belt, become champion again, lost the belt, and now he's champion again. So this is a guy that has a lot of heart, a lot of determination, and he commands the utmost respect when we talk about his career and we talk about what he can do inside that squared circle. And it's a great fight because when we talk about Monster Inoue, this is a guy that had the fight of the year last year, Nonito Donaire, in the World Boxing Super Series final last year at Bantamweight. And Donaire, he did what no other fighter has done thus far in the career of the Monster. He took the Monster to some deep, dark, and uncomfortable places. And Inoue had to dig deep, and he had to show us something in that fight. And you know what? He did show us something in that fight, and that increased his legitimacy. That, to me, validated that, hey, this guy is one of the best fighters in the world, that he isn't a hype job, that he is, someone that is the creme de la creme in boxing. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is, when we talk about Donaire, when we talk about Casimero, the kind of punching power that Casimero was packing is on another level to Donaire. I'll be honest with you, it is. It's on another level to anybody in the weight class. And Donaire can punch. Donaire has got some serious TNT in both those hands at 118. So for me to admit that anybody can punch harder than him, that's a big statement. But Casimero, that's the kind of punch power he does have. The only thing is he doesn't have the boxing skills to set up the power like a Donaire. So maybe that's where he comes unstuck and Inoue can outbox him. But he's going to be a threat and a danger for all 12 rounds. And listen, he was training. He had such a long training camp for this Duke Micah fight because he was supposed to fight Inoue. He was in camp all the way back in February, March. Here in Miami, he was here for a little bit. And then he went to LA and stayed at Sean Gibbons' house during the whole COVID-19 pandemic and continued training, continued staying in shape. and you know, he showed himself to be a true professional in that regard. So I want to see this fight. He deserves this fight for having to wait so long just to get a fight this year in 2020. And Inoue deserves this fight, and boxing and the fans of this great sport deserve this fight because it's guaranteed fireworks, it's guaranteed, you know, action. So that's what it is. I'm just, you know, it's not a deep video, it's not a philosophical video. I'm just saying that I want to see Naoya Monster Inoue and Riel Casimero, you know, fight in 2021. You know, why not? Why not? Why wouldn't that fight happen? It's a great fight for boxing. It's a unification fight. And it's going to be something that the networks, I think the networks, especially Showtime or Fox or ESPN or whoever puts on the fight, it's something that the network should be very interested in because of the simple fact that these two have fan-friendly styles. These two are going to produce absolute nuclear bombs in the ring when they fight each other. So I want to see this fight. But let me know what you guys think. What did you guys make of Riel Casimero's performance against Duke Micah? And do you still want to see the fight between him and Riel Casimero? Riel Casimero and Naoya Inoue. Do you still want to see that fight in 2021? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. Until next time, take care, guys.
My name is Rachel McDonough, and this is my friend. Hi, I'm Savannah, and we're here at the beautiful Madison Square Garden for the big fight, and you are watching True School Sports.